Hi everybody, sorry about that last video, and that took forever. I stayed up so late. I'm so disappointed that y'all didn't get your feedback yet, so I do apologize for that, and so sorry there's just a few hours left in the day if you're able to view the feedback and then make any quick changes. As long as it's pretty close to the deadline, and I have time to grade it, I'm going to give a little leeway there because I think that's important that you are able to respond to feedback, because I think that that'll help you get your best grade. Okay, so let's take a look at Astrid. And here's all of Astrid's information. Let's make this a little bigger, maybe. Okay, that works for me. All right, so yeah, so nice of you to be so sweet in your comments, and that's all I ever want to do is just teach, and help people do the best that they can with what they want to do in life. So all of this looks wonderful, and I loved your planning out PDF. I think that was so smart. And then here's your portfolio or your website link. And you got your raw file. Perfect. And you got great feedback. I love that. So let's go, Astrid. Let's go. Okay, so first look at your website. The first thing that I notice is your name is really tiny. And that to me doesn't seem like your personality at all. I would like to see your name big and maybe Astrid Garcia Photography, That's really what most people do nowadays, is use their own name in their business title. And I think it works. It helps people remember who you are, who the photographer are, what your name is, things like that. And but everything else looks good. Okay, so personal choice is 3 categories as far as I can tell. Let me just try and navigate here. So here's link. Oh no. Okay, I've got that wrong. Now I'm remembering. So your personal choice is actually these 3 images. So remember that personal choice was to be 10 images, minimum 10 images. And so I would definitely switch that around if at all possible, as soon as you can. And then let me know when you've got it done. But I do love the quotes and the images. This one, however, because it's just the object, feels like product photography. It's very good product photography with a beautiful background color, and it's very nice and clear. But this is just the object. So remember we had talked about that, how you had a couple other images that you gave this object some personality, and you had it with other objects, and you made it into your own image rather than just the product itself. And then this one I love. Okay, let's go back to the top. And here's your still life without OCs. I don't think I've ever heard a coaster called a cup pad. So that's interesting to me, and I wonder if, that's what you grew up calling it. So, I don't know. To me, those are coasters. I love that hand. So, those are ancient ruins. Okay. Very thoughtful. And then here's where we run into a little bit of trouble, only because you're calling these still lifes, and trees and a house can't actually be a still life. A still life is when an artist places objects together with the purpose of creating an artwork about them. So, this is a still life, and these two are still lifes, but the trees are not. So I don't know if you want to create a separate category for just still life. Okay, let me come back to that. And landscape. Love this one with the golden, warm, orangey light. And I think you took that idea and made it into a landscape theme. So, I love this image. And this one I can tell you warmed up quite a bit, and I like it. I think it's well done. So landscape works very well. And photo walk. Now I don't mind that you've created this little still life outside with your Totoro characters. However, I don't know if you can mention his name. That is a question of copyright there. So maybe just not have his actual name in the title. People are going to know, anyone who knows this character. And I'm pleased to see that you straightened it. Looks good. And the orange looks good. And that magnolia blossom, beautiful with the light. Okay, so photo walk just needs one little tiny correction. And then still life with OCs. You might want to explain what OCs is, I know what an OC is, and a lot of people, almost I think everybody your age does, but maybe some people who are not familiar with the term, you might want to just say with original characters, or in parentheses. And I love your little quotes and showing what you can do with those characters. And this, I like this before and after editing. And this is just great. Love it. And then the whole storyline here is just so sweet. And I love how you put shadows on things. And I mean, it's really so smart, the dappled light. And you made each character work with their settings so well. So I love this section. Just maybe one tiny fix there. Not too big of a deal. Otherwise looks great. And okay, about me. There you are. Cheers. I wonder what your next school is going to be. You might be wanting to keep in touch with me, because I'm wondering if you're going to get a BFA in photography, because you would go to an art school to do that, I believe. And your goal is to be a photographer. Create a story where the characters come to life. If you wanted to just fix that grammar there a little bit. Okay, otherwise, great picture. Beautiful, beautiful. And your context page. So I would change photography to photo shoot with me. Please contact me, or without. Contact me on any social discuss prices. I would leave out the word on there, and then, this is great having all your social media here in your contacts, so that's perfect. Okay, let me pull up my checklist and see if there's anything I'm missing here. Okay, so Astrid, I've looked over everything, and I feel like you really met expectations and responded to feedback, other than that one image of, just the chick. And you've got your about page, sell your services, check, contact info, check, social media, personal choice 10 images. I think you can fix that just by making your still life with OCs, make that your personal choice, just put in parentheses. And the one that you've got named personal choice could be a quick look at my style or something like that, because I feel like it is, it's more of like an overview than your personal choice category. And then you've got your 3 additional categories, your aspect ratio. I didn't notice any problems there. You definitely shared your thoughts in the DB, and you did your peer response and your raw file. So all good. Just a few tiny minor fixes, and you'll be at 100%. Okay. I will talk to you soon, I hope, and best of luck, and please keep in touch. All right, Astrid? Okay, next is Cody, and for Cody, I see just the website, and I see your raw file, so that's good. So let's take a look at your website. Right off the bat, I don't see your sharing your thoughts. I don't see your 3-question peer response, so those are a couple of things that you could get done real quick, hopefully. And then let's take a look here at your site. This is fun because I like it. I like how big and welcoming it is, and there's your name, and you can scroll down to see your work. Okay, so you've got 4 categories, and your personal choice is one of them. Okay, great. So for landscape, we can look at these big, and that's nice. I like that. So I like this picture a lot. This is the one you did for your cyanotype too. I would crop out this little, I'm not sure what that is there, but I would crop that out. I would straighten the horizon just a little bit here, and maybe increase the saturation a little if you are able to. But I like that picture of the 3. I like it the most. This one looks like it needs a little straightening too. And this one I mean, it's okay. I don't know if it's your best. I might look back into that feedback, and I don't know if I would choose another one. It is straight, so that's good. So you've got your landscape images, and here's your food photography. So that opening image that you had there, I'm not sure why you chose that one, because I think you've got way better images than this. Because this right here, is your hero image. That's beautiful and looks so delicious, and I love the color scheme. And this one is great too. The jelly reminds me of The Blob, which is an old movie from the 60s. You've got to look it up. We went to the Blob Theater last summer and saw where the original Blob was filmed. We saw The Blob at the Blob Theater. So that was fun. And this one, I'm glad you were able to respond to that, getting the close-up rather than, the overhead image of the bowl. So I think that's much better. So that's a nice improvement. And just change that opening image. Oh, clicked on it again. Oops. So let's go down to your personal choice. And I believe I've talked to you about these, quite a bit, and I know you have seen that feedback now. So if you do have time to include different images, I like what you said about the interesting lighting and color on this image, but that's a hero there. And it's just many of them look like product photography. This one is also great. Love it. And I love your family's taste in furnishings at your home, but these to me are like product photos. So in this one, I don't think you were careful enough in leaving out distractions, and I don't know if it's an interesting enough photo. And this one as well. And that appears to be a product photo to me. And this one I don't mind. So, so you have, whatever you have the most of at this point, let's switch that to your personal choice. Okay, and then this is photo walk. Okay, I know we all love these three images, so love that one. That could even be a homepage image. I really like it. And that could speak to your editing, your photo editing capabilities. So you could even, I know it's so late in the game, but showing a before and after with this one especially might be really smart. This is good, and this is good. Okay. So now let's go through your checklist. Here we've got your contact page. Okay, that looks good. I don't see social media, I don't think, so far. And okay, make sure you capitalize the word Photoshop, because that is that's a copyrighted name. And I would say the rules of composition . Okay, and you might want to just add a little line, so please contact me if you're interested in working with me. And then, of course, as with everyone, you've got to sell yourself. No one's going to know your portfolio exists online unless you share it. So that's where social media comes in, and hopefully you have, at least one that you can share with us. Okay, so just a few ideas there for you. You do have, okay, here responding to feedback is where you needed to work with those still life images a little more. Your about page, it's good. It's not, I don't feel like you're selling yourself enough. Contact, you got. Social media, you need. Personal choice, that category needs a little fixing. And then your 3 additional categories, got maybe a little bit of work to do there. I didn't notice any problems with aspect ratio. You do need to share your thoughts, as I said at the beginning, and do your peer response for those points, but you did get the raw file. So, got most of it. It's just a little bit of tweaking at this point. Okay, Cody, I will talk to you very soon, and hopefully you'll keep in touch as well until we get you going with this photography site. Okay, I'm going to pause there. Okay, here's Donovan. Donovan, appreciate your comments here. All sounds very good, and you are so welcome, and thank you for saying that. And I see you've got your raw file. I saw your 3-question peer response to Cody, so that looks good. And now let's just take a look at your website. Okay, I like this a lot, very inviting, simple to the point. Okay, and here we've got your categories: portrait, food, night shoot, and still life. Okay, let's take a look what we find here. Okay, so with this category, I don't see new images here for your portraits. So I can't actually give you credit for these images. Remember, we talked about that, that these images weren't taken during the course. So I'm going to fix that one. And let's see, going back, let's look at your night shoot. And then in addition here, these images were not shot during the course, so can't give you credit for that one, although that was a good idea. And then food photography. Okay, now I did give you some feedback on this category where you could do some really tight close-ups in order to not see like the packaging that the blueberries came in, or the pizza box, or like this one doesn't work for me because of the labels have been left on the fruit, and there's some distracting elements here in the background. So I would take a look back at that feedback and see if you can just do some tight crops on your best images. And like I said, I've already given you some really good ideas there to fix up this category. So we do have new images, so I can give you credit for this, but it doesn't have their response to feedback. So, okay, and then still life. Of these 3, you actually only have one still life here. So a still life is when an artist places objects together in order to create an artwork about it. So that could be photography, painting, drawing, sculpture, all kinds of things. And then this, it can't really be considered a still life because, you didn't place it there. It wasn't your work. And then a plant, this would be good for that photo walk that you did. And I really loved that photo walk that you did. I mean, I don't understand why you didn't include that from, the second week of the class. You had a great story going there. So I would, if you have time to change that out, definitely do. Because you've got better things to show us. Okay, so now let's look at the checklist. We'll look at your about. And, ooh, that's some tiny print. Okay, film student interested in. So that sounds very good. I would not say I am not the best. I would take that sentence right out because that feels, a little self-deprecating, and you want to try and be as confident as possible. So this sounds confident, and this sounds good too. All right. And your contact page, you've got that. All right, that looks good. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we're missing here from the checklist. Need a little bit of work here. This page looks good. This is good. Social media, I don't think I saw that, so we're missing social media. Your personal choice. I don't think we had a category with personal choice. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I just wanted to check because I remember when I looked at this yesterday, you had one of your portrait images on, I don't remember if it was on your About page or your Contact. I think it was on your About page. And it was one of those great portrait photos that you took. And now I'm wondering, like I think I asked you last night if that was you because you put it on your, your About page. So I don't know why you didn't include those portrait images because they were very good. So that's another category you could consider just plugging right in here. I didn't notice any problems with aspect ratios, but remember that personal choice got to be 10, as many as you can get at this point. So choose one of your categories. You can always put in parentheses personal choice so that I know which one it is, or just, the 10 images is sufficient. And you did share your thoughts, you did do your peer response and your raw file. So you've got a good place to just begin and do a little bit of editing and get this grade way up, because remember it's worth 20% of your grade, so that's going to be a big boost. Or, could be problematic if you're not able to get those things done. So if you need my help, you're just going to have to text me because, we're at the, the very end here. So hope to hear from you soon, Donovan. All right, we're up with Lauren's up next. And Lauren sharing her thoughts here. So I'm really glad you enjoyed the project. It's something you could really just obsess over, right? But I'm glad you enjoyed it. So simple and clean. Yeah, this has been such a really supportive class, and I love that about this group. And you are so welcome. Okay, so you got your raw file here, and let's take a look at your portfolio. And you got some really nice feedback there too. Okay, so here's Lauren. I like this. That's really welcoming. And, you're so positive. This is just great, great, great. You sound just like me. Over enthusiastic, but, it's good. It's good. It's inviting, I think. Okay, so here's your home photography section. So smart, right? I would add a little explanation here, Lauren, that tells about, what your thoughts are for home photography. You could include if you need home photography for real estate purposes, to sell your home, or you just want beautiful images of your lovely home, please contact me. I'm happy to do that for you. So you've got 3 of your good ones here. Okay, very nice, but yeah, definitely add in that information. And we need to scroll down. I like these nice big clickable images. And here we go with nature. Okay, love this image. See it big. And I love that one. You and Astrid should talk, because this is like a perfect little place for one of her characters to be sitting. You could do a collab. Love this picture. Beautiful. Okay, now let's see if I can get back. Yes. Okay, we'll scroll down through. And your portrait category. Such a sweetie pie. Okay, oh, I really enjoy this. She made that one bigger. I don't know that you need another picture of your sister on the step, so I picked your favorite of those. And that's a difficult one, isn't it? I really think I like this one. And then if you chose that, you could make your first image bigger as well. So, you know, that shows some range, you know, different subjects, you know, different styles of photography, natural light versus flash. So that's good. And we'll look at your contact. And I was so surprised to see you. Look how pretty you are. Oh my gosh, beautiful photo. Wow. This looks amazing. Very good, very good. Excellent. Okay, social medias below. Let's see if I can find those. I think you might have, you know, started out to do that and maybe forgot to add your social media. Plus, we only have 3 categories here. Okay, so let's take a look at your checklist. So yes, you've responded to feedback all along the way. However, we're missing some things. So your About page, this part is great. Great. Social media, you need to add. Personal choice, you don't really have one of those yet, so this is the one that you need to add. It's worth the most points. You've got your 3 additional categories. You could always expand on one of those and then just have another small category. Aspect ratio looks good. You shared your thoughts. Oh, I gotta check to see if you did that peer response. Okay, you got your peer response and your raw file. So you're on your way. Just need a few little bits of fixing up here, and hopefully you can get to that tonight or early tomorrow. All right, Lauren. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, next is Abby. Let's see. Okay, well, I guess you're not disappointed, but it sounds like, you know, you feel like it came out a little plain. But your pictures are, you know, what it's all about anyway. So let's take a look. You've got your raw file. I think you added some things down here. Oh, that's the right link. Okay, let's take a look. Alrighty, so my specialty. This is great, great. Some very nice inviting. Okay, let's look at the rule of composition. So you might want to change that to rules. And then I would ask that you also title these images by the rule that you used. So just go quick back to that assignment. And all of these images are great. So that category looks very good. And your landscapes. Love this picture. It's pulling us in, you know, it's just leading lines everywhere. Beautiful color. And this one as well, very nice and straight. Love that. Beautiful. And beautiful. Okay. That category looks perfect. Let's take a look at your still life. This is just the perfect spring photo. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that one looks amazing. I noticed you took out the one that looked like a plastic flower. I didn't mean that you had to do that. I just, something that I noticed. Okay, and beach inspired. This is your personal choice. And I love all of these. Beautiful. This could literally be like an ad campaign for summer moments. But yeah, I love these. They're all good. Okay, so that category looks perfect. And then sunset skies. I think these all look very good as well. And then I think that was a nice idea to just call it sunsets. Or sunset skies. And then, so that's your home page. And contact. Okay, that looks great. All right, wow. You really paid attention to detail there, Abby. Let's take a look at your checklist here. Okay, so definitely responded to feedback and met expectations. You did a great about page, contact. I did not see social media, so if you have time to add that, 5 points. Personal choice, you got that, check. And your additional categories, aspect ratio, all looks good. You did share your thoughts. And this one I need to check on, and I think I did see your raw file, so hold on a second, let me just double check. Okay, so I saw your peer response and your raw file, so I think you're good to go. I don't know if I would add, just to respond to your feeling that it looks plain, that your home page, maybe had a picture of you or one of your photographs, maybe your favorite photograph on the home page. And then definitely add your social media. So that was really it for you. Okay, Abigail. I'll talk to you soon, I hope. All right. Bye. Here we've got Belinda. Hey, Belinda. This is a very sweet post. And I think it's been such a great group as well. And I'm so glad you feel like you learned a lot. And I think we had a bit of a special connection, you and I. So that was really fun for me too. So you've got your website and your raw photo. And I did see your peer response. Okay, looking good. So far, so good. Okay, and then great title. And I love that you share things about yourself, that's so sweet. I think this is just amazing. I love this page. I love seeing your family. Beautiful family. Okay, so take a look at your pictures. And I like how this is arranged a lot. So we've got 2 ways to get everywhere. Let's take a look at your portraits. Okay, so this is your personal choice. And it's beautiful. So pretty. I think we all love those images. Very, very nice. And this supermodel, oh my gosh, so beautiful. And I'm happy to see, the different choices that you made here. So this really feels like I would hire you to take pictures of me going to the prom. As if those were a few years ago. And landscapes. Okay, beautiful. Awesome. Very, very nice choices. And you respond to feedback so well. So I'm very pleased with those. And your food photography, there's your, your hero, your superstar. I'm telling you, you need to visit restaurants and say, let me show you what I can do for you. Get some great depth of field images of something that they make that's delicious. People they'll pay. So all of these look great. And natural beauty. Love that. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So this must be a new image. I like it a lot. I can tell that it's been edited, but it doesn't bother me. I think it's not over edited. And your edges look really good. So very nice. And I know we all love that one. Okay, wow. All right, let's look at, we got About Me, I think. Yep, that's your home page. And your contact page looks great. Okay, that is like a portfolio page. Okay, so let's look at your checklist here. So you definitely responded to feedback and met expectations. You did a great About page, got your contact info. I did not see your social media, so, try and, even if it's Facebook, just try and get in there and add a social media. Your personal choice looks wonderful. All your categories good. I don't see any trouble with aspect ratio. You shared your thoughts. You did your peer response and raw file. So very, very little to do there to get 100 points on this huge project. So I hope to hear from you soon, Belinda, and make sure you keep in touch with me. I want to hear how things go for you in the future. All right, bye-bye. Okay, here we go with Bryce. Bryce, this is such a lovely post, and I am so pleased to hear all of this positive. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And yes, I agree. Everyone has grown in this class. So, yay for us. And then the smug bug, I think that was an awesome choice. And then here's your peer response, which I think is very intuitive. It's lovely. And your raw file. Great. So let's take a look at your website. And just great banner. This all works out so well. And then your categories. I'm so glad your sister agreed to, be on your site, because that's a huge deal. And I love how you added a picture for your About Me. That is a pretty awesome picture too. All right, let's take a look. So nature was your personal choice. And wow, some really great images here. Fantastic. Just stellar. Beautiful, beautiful. And I hope you feel pleased with what you've accomplished here, because you have done so much. This photo is just incredible. Love it. This image could be straightened, but it doesn't really bother me that much. Okay, and that looks great. Okay, so this is the part where I get a little confused. Details not available. Comments. Okay, so you can enter comments. Play a slideshow. You can go full screen. That's interesting. All right. I like that. So back to your home page. Got your portrait category. And I think these are all great choices, you know. You're showing the things that you can do with editing. And, you know, window light, natural light, black and white. So this is a very good category. Gotta take advantage when you've got a free model, right? Okay, and then down here we've got your fun with depth of field. Okay, I like this. It's just the shallowest depth of field ever. Beautiful. Awesome. Especially for us bug lovers. And here we've got still life. We got 2 ways to get there. I like seeing that. Make it ease, you know, for your viewer. Great. Awesome. Really, really good. And it ties into your about page, about me, so well. You know, of course you're going to have images of that respond to your interests. Very nice. Oh, I love that line. Okay, this is just really, really good. Okay, so we've got your email. Let's go down and see. We've got photo sharing. I'm going to check out this service. I do miss where it said, you know, how you could buy your images, because I think that that was a really nice addition. So I do miss that. But let's look at your checklist here. Okay, you did an amazing job with this category. Your about page, really good. Got your contact info. Social media I didn't see, so if you want to add at least one category in, you can get those points. You know, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Personal choice, wonderful. 3 additional categories. Aspect ratio, good. You shared your thoughts, you did a peer response, and got a raw file. So, wow, Bryce. I only see one little tiny thing that you could add. So, bravo, bravo. Excellent job with the course, and I hope to hear from you soon. Always, feel free to keep in touch and let me know if you've gotten any business out of this, because I love to hear about that. And just remember that you've got to share. You've got to share your website for people to find it. You know, it's a great big old world out there on the internet. Okay. Alrighty, here we've got Antoine, our resident poet. And I really enjoyed reading your thoughts, as always, and you are so welcome, Antoine. I can only hope that I've helped you enough, during this time frame. That's really sweet of you. Okay, so we've got your thoughts and your website, and then your raw file. And let's take a look at your site. Okay, I've actually used Wix before. I used to have a Wix site when I taught high school photography and really enjoyed that, but didn't last forever. Okay, so your home page is gorgeous. Let me get myself out of the way of this. Oh my gosh, we gotta take that in. That is lovely. Okay, and then we've got your portfolio. And here's your work. This is I swear, the most incredible image of the semester. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here, but it's getting bigger. Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay, so I figured it out. So on your home page, we can go to your portfolio, but then these links, these are not linked, they don't actually work. But if you go to portfolio, then you can get to your categories. So I don't know if you're able to fix that, but you know, that's about the links working. Okay, so night photography. Here's your superstar gorgeous image that, I mean, is so professional. It's really awesome. And I wonder if we need to have the title of the image, or, you know, I would give it a title rather than have the number. And then this one, you know, is fine. This one I love. And this one I love. This one's very good. Very good. So if that is your personal choice category, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images. So I want to make sure we've got 4 additional images for that one, if that is indeed your personal choice. And then for nature, okay. Got quite a few for nature as well. And this one is a different aspect ratio. So let me see if we can look at those overall. Yes, we can. Okay, so I wonder, you know, when we were looking at your images originally, I remember we tried to weed this one out because it didn't really work with the others. And you've got a lot of walkways there. And then you've got this one that doesn't match the others with aspect ratio. So, but here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if that was your personal category, you just, or personal choice, you need one more there. And sculpture. So this is a change from your final portfolio. But I do like it very much. I mean, I don't know if you could consider that sculpture. Not sure what those even are. It's like a pathway. You got your miniature spiral jetty here. If you've ever seen that artwork, it's from like 1970. It's really cool. Okay, so that's good. But this one, again, does not match the others in aspect ratio. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think, honestly, Antoine, I missed the light rays category. And I know you've probably thought and overthought this. But I do like this idea. You've just got a couple issues there with the aspect ratio. And then as far as your personal choice, I'm not sure which one of these you intended to be personal choice, because personal choice is 10 images. And then you needed 3 additional categories. Okay, let's take a look at about and contact. Oh, okay. I was thinking that, I think I got confused with Donovan's homepage earlier. But, so, this is you? I mean, I'm not sure how you did that portrait of you yourself. Of course, I love those pictures. I don't know if you had a remote. It doesn't appear that you did. So, just not sure about that. So graphic design. Agreed. Agreed. Very nice. Okay, so we know about you, and we've got your contact information. And I'm just dumbstruck by this image that's you. Pretty cool. Okay. So I think it's a very nice website. And I love this little let's chat feature here. So let's take a look at your checklist. Okay, you did respond to feedback, but we're missing an entire category. Your about page is good, but you didn't really sell yourself. I guess you did. You mentioned that. And then contact info, good. Social media, I didn't see. Personal choice, 10 images. You've got 8 and 1, so if you could just add a couple more, you get those points. And then 3 additional categories. We're missing 1. Aspect ratio, we had a couple of issues with that. And now let's check back onto your pause this until I get. Okay, so we did see your thoughts, and sorry if I repeated myself there. And you got your peer response. Got to check on the raw file. Oh, there's your raw file. Okay, questions answered. All right, so it looks like we just need a few more images in order to get all of those points. And, you know, this is such a huge category, or such a huge assignment for your final score. So if you get time, I hope that you will get those last few things done. All right, take care, Antoine. Okay, here we have Rachel, my old friend Rachel. I'm trying to think how many classes we've had together. I think this is the 3rd. So I appreciate hearing your thoughts. Yeah, camera raw filter is the bomb, right? It is the boss. Okay. So I see you've got your raw file, we hear your thoughts, and here, let's check your website. I also saw your peer response. I think this is a really interesting opener that you chose to use your negative from the cyanotype or the historical project. So that's pretty darn cool. I like that. And Rachel's photography, cool beans. And then it's like, you know, become a background. Okay, great. So landscape and nature. Let's take a look at these. Okay, this picture I love. This one I'm not, you know how I am about pathways, but I find this little, whatever that is, pretty interesting, and then it kind of repeats. So there is something to that one. This one I don't know about, because it's just a little bit too, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking. And then this one as well is like not really super clear, but if you take it into camera raw filter, or if you have the raw file, you can increase clarity, you can increase contrast, and make that picture work. And then this one as well, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking, but I do like this one. And I'm wondering if that is, nope, food's your personal choice, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it wouldn't hurt you to edit that category down a little bit and just go with your strongest images. Okay, so we're going to go to portraits. So if you're going to use pet portraits, which I think you've improved this photo quite a bit, it looks more clear, and it's just a fun picture. So I would call it pet portraits. You know, you could get a lot going on for that. Oh boy, but we only have one picture. Is that possible? Yep, just one photo. So for a category, you got to make sure that you have minimum 3. And then your food was your personal choice. And then I know we did talk about this. So this is your, your hero image, your best. And that could even be, the photo for the category. And not sure how I feel about that one. I don't think we need any more of the pancake photos, just because that one is perfect, and then the others, there's just too many distracting elements in the picture for me. And then this one I do like, of all your candies. Okay, so for personal choice, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, so you got to have 10 there. And then just 2 of the images for me are ones that we've talked about as being successful. So you might want to adjust that personal choice a little bit, or even choose another category to be your personal choice. And then still life. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized my error there. You did use that, your best image. Okay, sorry I said that. And then this is your best image of the still life. This one I'm not so sure about. This one is great. This one I think is a little too similar, a little too blurry. But you do have 3 images. Okay. So a little bit of work to do there on your photos. Let's take a look at About Me. Change that word to from. Aw, that's nice. You find my photos worthwhile. How humble can you get? Okay. So you got your contact info. And so let's do your checklist now. So we've got mostly met expectations. I think, you're missing some photos there. And then response to feedback. If you did watch the feedback video for food photography, the original one, which I think was Unit 7, you would see that, you had 1, maybe 2 in there for food photography. But, if you're expanding it into personal choice, remember how I suggested to take pictures of, and you could even do just like a close-up crop on some of those images of your Easter candy, just to make it, a better picture of the clear areas. Okay, your About page, got that, got this. I didn't see social media. Personal choice, we need a few more images. And same with your pet portraits. Aspect ratio, I didn't see any problems. You got your thoughts in the DB, and peer response and raw file. Okay, so just some, a few adjustments there to get your best score. Okay, take care, Rachel. Maybe I'll see you in the summer. Our appreciation this summer. Okay. Last but certainly not least is Miss Sydney. So yeah, it is frustrating. I mean, I think when I first made a website, and I think I spent weeks getting it together. So that's why I kept warning, make sure you're checking into the future. And but yeah, it is frustrating. So now, you're good to go. Now you've got it figured out. Every other website builder should be easy for you to navigate because they're all very similar. And I'm so glad you learned so much. Oh, and this is all such good feedback. Hooray! So awesome. I love hearing your thoughts. And then here's your raw file. I also saw your peer response. So let's just dig into your website. Okay, I think that this is, it's pretty and calming. I don't know if it's your best image, though. I don't know if I would include it on your homepage. So this is all very welcoming and inviting. Oh, that's so cute. Friendly neighborhood pollinators. Very nice. Great. And here are your categories. Okay, so let's check out Man's Best Friend. And I swear, I don't know if I was super tired or, when I thought about editing this image out, but you've done something here. You've increased clarity, and now I understand that this is a reflection in glass, or through glass, I mean. So we're seeing what's in the background, and your pup is so cute looking through the window there. So this, has become a new favorite. And then, I love this one. And I love this one. And you did such great work with that one, editing. Okay, we'll check out your landscapes. Beautiful. I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorites. So I don't know if that would work for your title page. Your home page. It's good. It's good. See, I think what bothers me about that image is that's a crop of this image. And I think this image needs that extra information to work. Yeah, I would go with the first one for sure. That is my favorite of your landscapes. Okay, and then flying insects. One of your most successful categories. Okay, and this is beautiful. For me, that's a big hero. That is just an outstanding image. I want a copy. This one as well, outstanding. And then this one I liked before I saw this one. I thought this was amazing, but in comparison, wow. That's just incredible. Do you see the mirroring of the antenna with these delicate little, whatever you call those things? I want to say spores, but I know it's not spores. It's, I'll think of it later when I'm... I have studied horticultural science, but it's been quite a few years. Oh, such a cute category. Wonderful. Okay, and portraits. Oh, adorbs. Let's see these up close. Oh, baby girl. This image never fails to make me smile. Never fails. And you know what? I didn't even notice the similarity between this pink flower and these before. Pretty insightful. Aww. And bringing us into the adult world. Okay, excellent category. And let's see your depth of field. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Beautiful. Great. Great. And this image has grown on me. I think that you have increased the clarity, and so now I can see, hold on, I have to look up the name of that. It's going to drive me bananas. Okay, so I noticed something when I was going back and opening up another tab. When I came back to you, in this way, I see your full photograph there. And then if you go bigger, it becomes cropped. So I really can't count that against you because it's just, something about the formatting of the website. All right, so we'll go back to, we haven't seen your contact page. Okay, so we got your contact, and then here is your about page. Okay, very good. Not seeing your social media, but you've definitely got all of the categories. Just a sec. Okay, so not actually seeing a category that has 10 images. So I just double checked, here we've got 3. And those pet portraits, that's great. Oh, man's best friend. Yeah, I would put that first image in place of this one because I think it's better. And then landscapes, I would definitely use that image instead. So we've got 4 there. And then flying insects. So we've got 5 there. Portraits, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And depth of field, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I would expand on one of those categories so you can decide which one's your personal choice, and then just let me know what you decided. Okay, and then let's just take a quick look at your checklist. So you definitely met expectations, responded to feedback all the way. Your about page, selling your services, good. Contact, good. Social media, I didn't see that. Your personal choice, we're missing a few images there for personal choice. And then your 3 additional categories, they're amazing. Okay, aspect ratio, I didn't see any problems there. You shared your thoughts, you did your peer response, and your raw file. Okay, so mostly done. And just text me if you have any questions about getting, those little tiny updates done, and I'll talk to you soon.